Soph is nearly 15 years old, and we've been coming to Shooting Star House specifically since she was 8 months old. When I was pregnant with Sophie, we found out that there was a heart issue that she had, and that we knew that she would need surgery very, very quickly. What we didn't know was that she also had trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome. And the mixture of those two, unfortunately, means that the usual fixing they would do isn't possible. So Soph has had lots of open heart surgeries. Soph wasn't expected to be carried to term, so she's already proving all sorts of boundaries and things can be smashed and stuff like that. But the reality is that her condition is life-limiting. So we just like to make the most of every moment, and Shooting Star has been a huge part of making that happen. So Soph loves being in the water. With Soph's condition, it means her circulation is very poor and her oxygen levels are always very low. So we can't use public swimming pools. We can't use anything like that because she will literally turn blue and the circulation will get worse and worse. It's really bad for her. So when we were invited to use the hydro pool, it was just brilliant. I had a 3-year-old and a newborn, and actually it was my son's first ever swim was here in the pool at Shooting Star, and that might sound like not much, but when it's difficult to do typical things together as a family, having that opportunity and for Soph to be in the water with her baby brother for the first time, with her older sister as well, was really, really special. I'd say the thing that Soph honestly loves most about being in the water is her physio assistant and her physio. So lovely Jenny and lovely Helena. She's got such a positive relationship with them, and they just make it wonderful. They make it fun. So she's exercising without realising it. She's really competitive, and I think Helena is too, which helps. It's an interesting dynamic. But they're just so open, and they treat her like I think they would treat any child, and they give her time to respond and to talk. It's not like sending your child to a typical swimming lesson, where they're in like a group of 8, and if one's struggling, you might miss it. Everything is focused on Soph, and that is so important holistically, physically, and for her confidence as well. It's a huge deal. So with the pool being out of action, that's impacted us quite a lot because it is one of the things that Soph can access without any difficulty whatsoever. There isn't, as far as I know, anything nearby that suits our needs at all. And our needs, whereas a typical child can access lots and lots of different things, when you have a child with a life-limiting condition and a neurodiversity, your options become very narrowed very quickly. So it's not like, oh, the pool's shut, we'll go and do something else instead. It takes a lot of effort to find something that suits. So the hydro pool is just wonderful in all different ways. And honestly, there's nothing like it that we can just rock up to with no issues, no worries, knowing that the staff are so well trained. It's not just like popping off to a public swimming pool, but here there are a lot of memories, there are a lot of other things that she does. She knows a lot of the staff around the place, and it just makes for a whole experience rather than just a hydrotherapy experience.